Hey everybody, welcome right back to the channel. Welcome right back to the channel. It's been a little bit, it's been a lot of good stuff happening though. About to be planning on moving and stuff in a few weeks and everything. Getting ready, getting everything ready, working, grinding and stuff like that. Um, Trying to get stuff ready, trying to get the new place going and stuff like that. So it'll be moving in a few weeks. So pretty excited about that. Pretty happy about it. It's been great. A lot of sports have been great, especially basketball. Man, the NBA has been really, really wild. It's been really, really good. A lot of great series and stuff like that. Three different game sevens happened as well. But before we get into everything that's happened, um, my name is Isaiah Alston, and welcome back to the IDA Kings Video Production channel. If you like the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the videos, hit the like button on every video. And if you want to know when I post and upload a new video, uh, please hit the bell notification and hit the hype button as well for me. Um, Overall, it was great, man. The first series, though, the Thunder and Suns, that was a heck of a series. Some of the games were close. The Suns tried to hang in there overall, but the Thunder, man, just did their 1-2, man. I know Jay Williams got hurt in this series. I don't know. He might not play in game 1 or 2. We'll see how it goes on Tuesday when they play. Um, but they did a great job, man. The Suns, it was too much for them. They were undersized. The Thunder really gave them a lot of trouble in the paint. They turned them over real well. Too, the Thunder turned the Suns over throughout the whole series. They made a lot of shots, so the Thunder showed why they are the defending champs, man. They did a great job overall. It was really, really fun. The Spurs and the Trailblazers, that series was really good too, though. That series was competitive a little bit. It ended in 4-1, Spurs winning. The Spurs ended up winning game 1, obviously, and in game 2, they were up by like 14 points, even though Wemby got hurt. But the Trailblazers caught back up, ended up tying the series. But then, without Wemby in game 3, the Spurs did a great job in that second half dominating, ended up winning that. And then when Wemby came back, they just looked like a whole different team, like they did all year when Wemby plays. Um, they were a really great team. So with Wemby, even without Wemby, but especially with Wemby, it's a whole. They're almost unbeatable, really. I ain't gonna lie to you, and that's how great they've been. And they end up winning that series 4-1, right there. Um, Another series that was up and down. Really, the Timberwolves end up beating the Nuggets in 6. Game 1, the Nuggets end up winning. Close game. Down the stretch, they end up making big plays. But then after that, the Timberwolves end up winning like 3 games in a row, winning game 2, coming back from like 24 points, I believe. The Timberwolves did. And then in that was in game 2. I think game 3, um, yeah, I think it was game 3. Game 3, they ended up winning in Minnesota. Did a good job getting that win. And then I think in game 4, I think Anthony Edwards ended up getting hurt in that game, along with DiVincenzo. And I think it was someone else who got hurt too. But what saved him was Shannon Jr. He balled out. There was some great plays too. Randall did some good stuff, and I saved him though in game 4. Yeah, that saved him in game 4. You know what I'm saying? Saved them in game 4. And that led them to get the win in Minnesota, even though they were without Anthony Edwards and DiVincenzo both getting hurt in that game. Um, and then that's what happened. The Timberwolves missed like 3 different players, and they still ended up getting up that 3-1 series. And then the Nuggets ended up getting game 5, blew them out. But then in game 6, the Timberwolves ended up doing a lot of great stuff, putting Jokic in some bad situations. Jokic had like 1 or 2 good games overall in this series. Rudy Gobert did a fantastic job against Rudy Gobert. I know, the stats look a little different, but he made him shoot a lot of tough shots. He made him shoot a lot of contested shots. And it was some tough stuff that the Nuggets were going through in that series. But here's the thing, though. The Nuggets have a lot going on. We'll see how it goes, but I don't know if they'll break it up. I don't know about that, but they definitely need to get better. They need to get more depth too. That's another thing. Aaron Gordon got hurt. They struggle without him too, especially defensively. They've been struggling throughout that series, so they gotta get better defensively, especially in the paint. The Timberwolves ended up getting a lot of paint points in the paint. and stuff like that. So the Nuggets had a tough series. That was a tough one. They were trying to avoid the 4th seed, but I don't know if they were trying to. I think they wanted to get the highest seed they could, and they ended up running into a team that was giving them a lot of issues. The Lakers and Rockets, this was a surprising series, really, overall. The Lakers were expected to win this series. They had like a 13% chance of winning it. Only one person, I think, that was voting as an expert or something, ESPN or something, had them winning the series in 7. The Lakers, everyone else had the Rockets winning in different games, like 4, 5, 6 or something, 7 or something like that. But the Lakers ended up going up 3-0. LeBron, Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard was really doing some great things. Even Ayton did some solid things. Hayes did some good things too. But and Rui Hachimura was shooting the ball very well, still was throughout those series, going up 3-0. But the Rockets ended up winning Game 4. Ayton ended up getting ejected in that game. Even Şengün thought he shouldn't have got ejected. And then after that, the Lakers ended up losing Game 4 and 5. Real close Game 5. They caught back up, but they lost. But in Game 6, they ended up blowing them out, man. Defensively, they were locking them down, putting them a lot of pressure. And LeBron James had a great game. He shot a little rough, but overall, he was doing great stuff, man. Getting great passes, making some shots, getting in that paint, setting the tone. And then Austin Reeves did a great job. Game 5, he was a little rusty. He was getting to that free throw line, making his free throws though. And then in Game 6, he did a great job. In that pick and roll, finishing at the rim, things of that nature. So the Lakers overall did a good job too. They did a great job defensively. The Rockets missed a lot of shots. I do respect Jabari Smith, even though they missed shots. He was doing good overall in the series. I think Amir or Amin Thompson is one of the twins. He did a great all-around game, did a great all-around job defensively, even offensively. He was making shots. Şengün was up and down the series. He had a few good games, but he was up and down this series. And it was shocking to me. Ayton and Hayes was giving them a lot of problems with their length and their ability to make them force shots over top. So it was tough. He was pushing shots of just missing it. So it was tough, man. It was very, very tough overall. So that was a tough situation. For the Rockets. And Kevin Durant played Game 2. Other than that, he didn't play in the other games. Dealing with a knee and I think ankle injury. So he couldn't be healthy. He only missed 4 games in regular season too. So it was tough. So the Rockets do got to fix some stuff too, obviously, as well. But that was all in the West, though. In the East, the Knicks and the Hawks, that was a competitive series to start, man. First 3 games were really competitive. I believe the Hawks ended up going up 2-1 in this series, man. CJ McCollum made clutch shots. Clutch shot after clutch shot. I think he hit a shot that helped them win the game. Even Bridges missed a shot that could have won them the game. And that was in Game 2. And in Game 3, CJ McCollum made a game-winning shot. Made a shot that won them the game as well. But after that, man, after they went up 2-0, the Knicks started clamping up and taking over. I mean, they blew them out in the game. I believe it was Game 4, Game 5, and in Game 6. It was a nightmare for them, man. The Knicks clamped them up. In Game 6, it was so bad that they were up by as much as 60 in the game. Also, to add to that as well, man, they were getting dominated from second quarter all the way up to the fourth. The first was close in that Game 6. They got dominated after that. They didn't even get 90 points. The Knicks ended up getting 140 in that last game. The series ended up taking a turn in Game 4. It was just bad, man. The Knicks took over and said they did not want to get down and cause any problems. So they had to get a big win from there. They had to do it. And they figured it out and won the rest of those games. Now, this is where it gets real fun because there were 3 different Game 7s. And all of them happened in the East, okay? The first Game 7 happened with the Pistons. The Pistons came back from a 3-1 deficit against Orlando, okay? They forced the Game 7 in this situation. The Magic were up 3-1. It was deja vu all over again because the Orlando Magic back in 2003, they were up 3-1. I think Tracy Regalia was talking about how he's ready for the second round and, excited to be in the second round for the first time. And then after that, They end up winning that series after being down 3-1 the Pistons. It happened again. Okay, Orlando was up 3-1. I don't think they were saying anything that they were trying to finish the deal, of course. But the Pistons ended up getting game 5, and then game 6 was something unbelievable. Let me tell you something. They were up 24 points in the game, Orlando was, with 11 plus minutes left in the third. They were up 24. There was a stretch of about almost 50 minutes of basketball, 50 minutes of 50 minutes of real time, I believe, that they didn't make a shot. They missed shot after shot after shot, Orlando did. And the Pistons walked them down, grinded them out, and got and really started pulling away on them. Even when Orlando started making shots, the Pistons just gave them too much. They gave them way too much. Gave them way too much stuff happening. Gave them way too much. So that was what happened, man, right there in game 6. And then the Magic was close in the game. They came out swinging, but then the Pistons started taking over, especially in that second half. They took over. Third quarter, fourth quarter, they took over, and it was 116-94 in game 7. That was unbelievable. Another unbelievable situation was the 76ers after game 1, right, of the Celtics and 76ers series. That looked like that was about to be a sweep. I ain't gonna lie. But then they ended up winning game 2, okay? They ended up winning the game 2. But then they went down 3-1. Okay, 76ers went down 3-1. Joel Embiid came back. He did some real good things, stuff like that. But hear me out on this one, though. All of a sudden, Joel Embiid took over. After he came back the first time, he was a little rusty. But then they were down 3-1. He was better in the next game. But then he kept getting better and better and better, man. Game 5, he was great. Game 6, he was amazing. Game 7, he did some fantastic stuff, bullying anybody who was guarding him, including Jaylen Brown, who they had guarding him because no one else could guard him. I mean, it was just a bad matchup after a bad matchup. Tyrese Maxey took over in the clutch in so many games. Game 2, I mean, down the stretch when they were down 3-1, he just called them back up. It was tough, man. It was something crazy out there. Something unbelievable, shocking, just wild. It was unbelievable. And towards the end, the Celtics just missed shot after shot, shooting 3 after 3, and just kept missing them for 3 straight games. They were cold as ice. It was crazy work. And they didn't adjust, but they really didn't have nothing to handle Joel Embiid. So, and Joel Embiid's so great at rim protecting too, great defensively, that you have to be able to make shots and pull them away from the basket. They tried to do that. They couldn't do it. And they ended up losing that series, man, after choking. They never lost a series win up 3-1 before. And the 76ers never won a series down 3-1. And they ended up, and history was made. It was legendary history, magical history, and I was excited to see that, man. Crazy work. Excited to see that on Saturday. Also, another game 7 was the Cavs and Raptors. It was swings all over. Cavs were up 2-0. Then the Raptors ended up taking over. Barnes was probably the best player in the Eastern Conference in the postseason. It seemed like. Now you have Tyrese Maxey. You have some other great players in the playoffs. Not just in the East, but even in the West. But, man, let me tell you something. Scottie Barnes was good. RJ Barrett was good. They forced the game, game 5 when they tied it up 2-0. There were 2-2. There were close games, too, as well. Game 5, the Cavs ended up finding a way to get another win, against the Raptors. And in Game 6, they thought they was going to get another win, though, get in the series in Toronto. But RJ Barrett hit a game-winning shot that was almost similar, like my man Kawhi Leonard, man. Hit the rim and everything. It was beautiful. Hit that in Toronto, made it a Game 7. But the Cavs did something special, right? That first half was really tight. The Cavs started coming back because the Raptors was giving them that game pressure in that first quarter, second quarter. The Cavs ended up getting it to them. I think it was a tie game at halftime, and the Cavs started pulling away. They dominated that third quarter. It was a magical third quarter, and they dominated them. It was fantastic greatness from in that third quarter. Pretty great third quarter right there, as well. And they ended up winning the game 114-102. The Raptors tried to get it close, but they ended up winning the game. This first round was one of the best first rounds I've ever seen. I'm just being 110% honest with you. I'm being honest, okay? I'm being all the way quite frank with you. I am excited, for the second round, though, because, the second round games are going to be really, really fun. It's going to be Thunder and Lakers, um, you know, tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. on NBC. The Thunder, we got to see if Luka and Jay play. I'm not sure. I know Luka probably most likely will miss game one and maybe game two. Jay, I think that's more debatable. I think he's a game time decision, if I'm not mistaken. Most likely he might miss maybe game one. He might miss game two too. But I can't wait to see how LeBron and Shea plays. Can't wait to see what game plans they have. Lakers got to make sure they don't turn the ball over. And they got to make sure they rebound. Of course, those are the first basic things they got to do. And they got to make sure they take care of the ball and stuff like that. And the Thunder have to try to wear the Lakers down because that defense the Lakers have is really good. So, the Thunder got to make some shots. Got to make sure that, Holmgren is the X factor too. He has to make sure he does good to start out the game and stuff like that. So, in this series, so we're gonna see how he plays. Spurs and Timberwolves, they play tonight at 9:30 p.m. I mean, that's without Anthony Edwards. I'm assuming he might. I think he's a game time. He might play tonight. He might not. We'll see. But Victor Wembanyama's playing. It's gonna be a fun game, fun series if Anthony Edwards is in there. It's gonna be a little tough without him, though. It's gonna be a little tough without him. But that Spurs team is real good, so you need all hands on deck as well for that one. That one's gonna be a fun one tonight at 9:30 p.m. on NBC, SN, and Peacock. I think the other game is on Peacock NBC as well, if I didn't say it. Now, also May 5th, you know what I'm saying? The Pistons and Cavs play against each other. I'm from Ohio, so I might catch a few of those games if I can. The Pistons, Michigan ain't that far, about a 3-hour drive from where I'm at. So I might catch out a Piston game, see how that goes too. Go outside of Ohio and see. If I do that, I'll definitely record, man. I'll record different things. So for sure, I definitely do my best and have them up there for y'all, man. If I can and everything, that'd be pretty dope. Game one is gonna be for the Knicks and 76ers. That's coming on tonight as well on NBC and Peacock. I believe that's at 8 p.m. As well. So that's gonna be a fun series too. I can't wait for that. Joel Embiid being healthy, Karl-Anthony Towns got to fight through. He got to fight because he's gonna have a lot of problem in that paint. Got to fight through him and Mitchell Robinson. They got to fight through it. Don't draw no fouls because he can get you fouls. All right, he like my man James Harden, Karl Malone, Shea Gildrich, Alexander, Brunson, all of them. And you got to be careful. You got to withstand that pressure because they don't got no one to guard Joel Embiid when he's on fire. He can hit the jumper. He can hit the mid-range. The three, all that. He get in that paint, man. You got to give him a lot of pressure because that opens up the things for Maxey and VJ and everything else like that, Paul George and stuff. And the Knicks got Brunson and OG. He's been great. OG's been great. OG's been great. And then Bridges is going to open up for him. So you got to be careful of Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns, that two-man game. So that's going to be a fun series as well. Overall, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of great stuff out here. It's going to be a lot of fun stuff. It's going to be a lot of beautiful things out here when it comes down to it. I'm pretty excited about it. Even in NHL has been great in that first round. You know what I mean? The Avalanche ended up winning against the Kings. They ended up sweeping them, okay, in that first round. Wild versus Stars. The Wild ended up winning. Minnesota Wild ended up winning the series in 6-5, in 6-4-2. The Golden Knights, I think it's Vancouver, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry if I get that wrong for all the hockey fans out there. The Golden Knights ended up winning against Mammoth, in 6 as well. A lot of these games were close down in the hockey land. The Ducks ended up beating the Oilers in a 6-game series as well. A lot of these series was tight. Buffalo Sabres ended up winning the series in 6 as well. And then the Canadiens ended up winning their series in 7. That went to 7. And then the Hurricanes ended up sweeping Senators, and the Flyers ended up winning in 6 against the Penguins. That was a heck of a first round overall. It was a heck of a first round. The second round games, Colorado ended up getting a 1-0 lead. Game 2 is tomorrow at 8 p.m. on ESPN. Game one for the Golden Knights and Ducks that happens tonight on ESPN on Monday night. Game one for the Sabres and Canadians is also game one is May 6th actually on TNT and True TV at 7 p.m. Okay, game two for the Hurricanes and Flyers is is tonight at 7 p.m. You know, that game two is coming up as well. Gonna be a fun game too, for them, for both Hurricanes and Flyers. You know, that's gonna be a heck of a series as well. So it's gonna be fun. The Hurricanes are up 1-0 so far in that series. So it's gonna be fun overall. The series, I mean, a lot of sports has been great. A lot of sports have been great. Even and another thing, the UFL, they've been having a fun season overall. They overall has been great. The scoring's been great. A lot of the stuff's been fun. DC, they're 5-1 right now. And St. Louis Battlehawks, they're 4-2. Orlando Storm, they're at 4-2. All right. And then the fourth team is Dallas Renegades. They're in that top four. And the top four teams, I believe, make the playoffs. And those teams have been top four. A few teams that was undefeated. I think they were, might have been St. Louis Battlehawks and Orlando Storm. They were undefeated at one point, but DC came back. They started dominating. They won 5 straight after going, I believe, 0-1 to start the year. And then Orlando Storm has been on a little loser streak with 2 games. But overall, it's been fun. A lot of great play, especially great quarterback play and with DC Flyers and stuff. So this season's been good. It's been tough. I've been watching a lot of games. It's been tough to record, though, and stuff like that, especially with work and stuff. But I've been watching the games. It's been fun. It's been entertaining. And it's fun. It's as fun as like college football and the NFL. Obviously, those two sports. College football a little bit more fun, but man, I'm telling you, it's been exciting seeing the rules, seeing 60-yard kicks count for 4 points, different things like that. Man, the 1 point, 2 point, 3 point conversion rates. If you go past the 50, you got to go for it. So there's a lot of good, fun, entertaining stuff. So it's been fun. It's been fun, and I've been excited about watching that too. Baseball's been great as well. From an overall perspective, baseball's been fantastic too. A lot of fun games have been happening. Definitely got to watch more of the baseball games and stuff like that. Got to start watching more of the baseball games and stuff. Some of the fun teams in the American League that have been winning the 23-11, the Yankees, Tampa Bay Rays and stuff, they've been really good. Detroit and the Guardians are tied. They're close with the Chicago White Sox. They're a game and a half out. Both teams have their ups and downs, though. Some of the teams have their ups and downs in the Central. And, you know what I'm saying? In the West, the A's are 2 games ahead of the Texas Rangers. And then in the National League, the Braves have been fantastic, though. They're 25-10. They're about almost 9 full games ahead of anybody else. Marylanders and Washington as well. In that Central, in the National League, Chicago Cubs, they're up. They are 22-12. They're up 2 games ahead of Cincinnati and St. Louis, both 20-14. The Dodgers have been great. Satoki, he's been great too, fantastic and everything like that. But they're close with San Diego Padres and stuff like that. So overall, it's been a lot of stuff been going on. It's been really, really good stuff going on. Really, really good stuff. So pretty exciting to see how everything turns out, and how everything goes down to what's going on. So pretty excited season in sports overall. A lot of great stuff happened. Cannot wait for it. Appreciate the love and support on the channel too. It's gonna be more fun stuff coming your way. Moving, gonna have different setups. Hopefully, get working on getting different things like cameras and laptops, stuff like that. So it's gonna be a lot of great stuff happening, man. A lot of traveling too. So it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun stuff happening. Appreciate y'all, man. If you like the channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to know when I post and upload new videos, hit that bell notification. If you like the videos, hit the like button on every video. Hit the hype button for me. All that good stuff, man. Share, comment, everything, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Love and support. Peace. Y'all have a good one. Be safe.